so long. We've been waiting for this time to begin. We ain't getting any older. I kinda feel a little younger. Run away and embrace the day. The sun is out, won't go away. Feel the clouds on your shoulder. Touch the sky, feeling bolder. Going out, going out, going all the way. Going out,
with a very close relationship with Donald Trump.
Making of Shared Visions, piece number 3. Oh, sorry.
I mean, how could she,
Yikes.
anyone with in a scintilla of political regard, would realize this is gonna end in tears.
Right.
So the idea that she would be worried that anyone could blackmail her. The woman is out there living I don't even have the language for the preposterousness of Christino. So that she would worry about someone discovering some indiscretion around her. Everything is an indiscretion.
Well, did she, I wonder if she knew. She said, and the family said, or they issued a statement saying that they were completely distressed, they had no idea. And I was like, did you notice some, did you not want to say to Brian, the insurance salesman, there seems to be a lot of helium and there's quite a lot of party supplies in the garage. Are we entertaining again?
First thing, what does he think about Corey Lewandowski? Then I'm sure Corey Lewandowski knew about this. Anyway, but again, even the idea of blackmail sets this up in some kind of traditional political reality. Forget about it. These people are they don't care.
They don't care. So do you think the FBI knew about it? Because surely they're supposed to do background checks on everything and
The journey continues further into the desert.
Yeah, well, the FBI. Let's get to the FBI, where everybody's been fired. Cash
Patel's own Gmail was hacked by the Iranians, right? So again, it's awful because it makes you want to root against the foolishness of America, and we never want to root against America. But it's just been a really astonishing week. You think you can't get any worse, and it does.
But it is actually this, and the more telling thing is not the balloons, but the more telling thing is Corey Lewandowski, who is now being investigated.
Right. And what's he being investigated for?
He's essentially being investigated for how he used the Department of Homeland Security to further his interests. So, there is...
Now we move on the ring. So I'm going to pick the colors. And then, you see how they turn out. So let's begin. So colors done. Now I begin to fill in the faces, and we're going to start with the lime green, because I already picked the color. The eye on the other side,
standing in his inauguration, there to pay homage to Donald.
The eye on the other side. I'm going to start with it, and then I'm going to show you how it looks. And you tell me what you think in the comment section below. So this is the making or the coloring, the creating of the Shared Visions piece number 3. So this is how far we are now. Sorry, I had to pass my hand there. But this is how far we are. I'm trying to do the leaves of the roses. Just, a light, I already did that. While I think about the color here. So I'm trying to look for inspiration. So in the meantime, I want to do my usual. I'm only doing gray colors, my my usual style for the skin.
And I'm all about positive vibes, so why not? Take really good too. We got different flavors. Really nice. I usually have my lunch at 2 in the afternoon. Yeah, so what are we having for lunch? Guess what you're having for lunch? Yeah, that's tilapia, straight out of the Volta region. The Volta region of Ghana, fresh fish. Maya has a friend who sends us fish from the Volta region, and I believe this is one of the regions with the freshest fish. They have a lake over there, right? There's a lake in the Volta region, yes? Oh. Yeah. This is what I ate last night.
So I am trying to
Egg and cabbage.
think of a color, and yeah, I'm done with that. So I want to do the hand. I want to do the hands, and then it will give me time to. Oh, I forgot another flower here.
Here in our kitchen garden,
So
that's the biggest plantain I've ever seen in my life. Look at that.
I have to.
Guys, that's plantain.
So I have to.
That's plantain.
Yeah.
You?
So I have got to
Jeez.
color that.
Crazy.
Color me wine with some red.
And then I really enjoy
Look for yellow.
in Ghana.
So today I've put all my colors down. Reason being,
Then
today my mind wanted to,
eat plantain. I just know banana.
just wing it. But yeah, those are the colors that I'm using. So this is the progress so far. So I am going to. Oh, that is how the face looks. That is how the faces look. So all of them have different, colors, but they come together, and the eyes come together, and they have one vision. Like all their visions now merge into one, and yeah. So I'm gonna do this part, color it. I am trying to figure out what I should color it, or maybe I should do it black. I'm thinking I will do it black. Yeah, I will do it black. So I'm gonna do it black. That way it will make the green pop. So let's see how it looks. So what I'm doing is I'm just doing the black very lightly, because I think when I'm painting it on the canvas, I'm going to try and do it. I don't want it jet black. I want it the ash gray, mid black, ash gray, mid black. So that's what I'm going to do with it. So let me color it. Let me color it, and then we do what? And then show you when we are done. When we are done. So in the background, I'm listening to other things that I listen to on YouTube to keep my mind focused. But I think I will switch it off by the next recording that I will show you when it's finished. I will put on the mic so that it cancels the sound, cancels the noise, so that you can be able to hear me better. But sometimes I believe okay, so who is that? That's supposed to be his hand or what? I will think about that. So yeah, I am going to turn this off. Let me push this to the back like that. I'm going to turn this off so that I can watch the Artemis mission, because as we all know, the devil is really trying so hard to leave our planet. Why? We don't know why. He wanted to be here. He wanted to be king. So why is he leaving? And where is he going? And where does he think he's gonna pass? Because there is a barrier that keeps us on this side of sin. I know probably some people are gonna say that's a conspiracy. Well, we live in a world where conspiracies have become truth. My dogs are barking in the background. I don't know why, so I'm gonna check in a minute. Let me check and then we'll continue afterwards. There it is, complete. I think the black looks very perfect with the red. It matches and it gives the rose flowers the flair and the visibility that I wanted them to have. So yeah, so let me put on the light for you. That is it. That is it. So I like what it turned out to be. So the only thing that I am going to do now is to just re-emphasize the black on the. Muongee polepole basi, sababu chenye mnaongea hapo mtakisikia YouTube hapo. So just re-emphasize on the black. Ah, mommy. So let me just pause because my family is having a conversation that I don't want to be part of. Or let me just mute with the mic. So I have had to mute. Okay, sorry. I've had to mute because, well, the conversations that are happening in the background are not for you guys. They are for us as a family. So what I am doing right now is just re-emphasizing the black on the outlines of the squares, because I also passed with some colors so that I can make them more prominent. And then we call it an evening and move on to the last sketch. I think there's 2 more left to go and we are good to go. So yes, that is the making of Shared Visions piece number 3. Piece number 3. So yeah. Mnanisumbua. Mimi mnasikia na record by the way, na mnashinda tu mkiniuliza manini hapa. Mtajiona hapo kwa YouTube, hapo mmewekwa hapo. Ndio mseme mlikuwa mnafanya nini. Na sita edit na waeka tu ndio watu wajue hivyo ndio mnaongeanga. Sivyo okay TV. Sivyo okay TV. No, mmeni disrupt mpaka sasa nikavaa mic. Nimevaa mic bado mnani disrupt. Si mtaona hapo leo tu saa hii. Si niko live namaliza itakuwa sasa public. Saa hii si iko live. Weka hiyo mahubiri yenye na tukumaliza ya Dan. So yeah, I think I am done. Let me show you. Let me turn and let me stand so that you're able to see. That is it. That is the work of the artist Night Karuba Abenga, aka Vilba. So yeah, that is it from me. And I thank you for joining me on this coloring spree. Vilba out. Catch you later. Bye bye. Guys, so Vilba here. We are on to the coloring or the making of Shared Visions piece number 5. This was piece number 3. Sorry, so this is supposed to be piece number 4, number 5, number 6. So I labeled them wrongly. So this is, let me see whether my labeling, yeah, so this is piece number 4. We're on to piece number 4, piece number 5, piece number 6. So the series has a total of 6 pieces. I didn't want to leave them at that, but well, it's the number of man, which I don't like. So yeah, we are beginning with the black outlines. I'm going to put the black aside. Oh no, I need to, oh yeah.
They don't have enough personnel, and then on top of it, they've been counting on the United States to have their back. And Donald Trump is looking for an exit plan.
There we go. So I'm gonna do this side first, and then I will show you in an hour or so how far we are. So yeah, tag along. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, let's sketch together. Let's color the sketches together, and then we will turn them into canvas together, hopefully. Canvas has become very expensive. Canvas has become, sorry, you've got to see my hand there now. Canvas has become exquisitely expensive. Why? Because some people decided to sell the companies that make the cotton. For whatever reason, they know best, but so now I have to rely on buying primed canvas, and I usually like priming my own canvas from start to finish. I like, immersing myself in the process. I know exactly how many layers of gesso I have put in my canvas. Yeah, sometimes I get places where I buy the canvas at a very extremely high price, so that has also impacted in the pricing quotient of my art, which means the normal prices this year now, the portfolio has to change with different prices to reflect the market and economic climate that we are in. So yeah, I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna show you when it's halfway, or when it's quarter way, when it's halfway, when it's 3/4 way, and when it's done. I'm going to record a video for a short for the piece number 3, and then yeah, we'll continue with the next video shortly. So let me pause, rush through it. I have approximately, right now it's 11:20, so I have approximately 30 minutes to do this entire thing, and go on and finish the work for the client on the Windy Minds Thou Become series. And I decided to add myself more work bulk. I am sketching the For the Love of Country piece for my other client, because I want to finish them all and leave with no work. I want to leave with just my art pieces for the exhibition that I will be showcasing at this year, and that is what I want to be as work. And in case God gives me another client, I carry that work as well. But I want to make sure that most of my sketches are no longer just sketches. They are now pieces that I will keep for Migueleri. So yeah, let me pause. We see each other shortly after I shoot the YouTube short, and then to continue, and you see a quarter way, and halfway and 3/4 way. Piece number 3 of Shared Visions. Let me put that down for you. This is my old sketchbook from, it's not my old sketchbook as well, one of my current sketchbooks that I use in China that I carried home. And yeah, this is what it looks like. So I did black for her overall hamfu. I did black for a hamfu coat because I wanted the black to make the green of the flower and the red of the rose flower to pop. I did yellow up here because I wanted yellow to reflect, part of her in her outfit. Of course, the lime is because of, the cohesiveness of the entire painting. I just wanted to tie these together. So the next pieces are that, and it's going to be a sister piece of this, so they're going to go together. Two pieces, same colors. So this is diptych, not triptych. As I said before, I thought there were 7 pieces, that there would be 3 triptych and one pair of diptych, but that's not gonna work. So yeah,
The heavyweight on them.
there's going to be only
How could a monster
diptych
go
pairs.
They don't even have
So hopefully they make it into canvas, and I will tell you what I will be doing with this.